everyone, I'm back for another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video in which I take on stage 4, the Ultimate Red Zone Pure Saiyans Edition versus Kappa, and the missions to beat it, and beat it with 6 gifted warriors. So, I am going to stay on guard in the 4th, but definitely not final stage of this red zone. However, before we get into it, consider liking if you enjoy, and consider subscribing if you have not done so already. I greatly appreciate that. Now, let's go ahead and get into the fight itself. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put Gotenks here so I can maximize this introduction effect, 5 turns from the character's entry turn. I want to maximize that so I can have him turn 1, turn 3, and then turn 5, and then float him turn 8. That is the plan right here, right now. Of course, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku is the GOAT of slot 1. And, ooh! I just now realized, chat, I just realized that, oh my gosh, wouldn't you look at that? Wouldn't you look at that? One of them's floating. That's pretty good, actually. We like to see that because we can pair up Goku Black and Goku as well, so he can have his full buffs from having a Future Saga ally on the turn. Very fantastic. And with that, I'll be able to power up these cards to their fullest. This will not be a hard Phase 1, but Phase 2 and Phase 3 are where things get lively in this. Overall, this red zone isn't too bad comparatively to the insane power creep that we have seen throughout the 10th year. This really isn't like anything, right? I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't feel like that. So I'm from the 5th turn for the start of battle. Gotcha. Starting from the 3rd turn for the character's entry turn. Yeah, I like this guy because intro is the 3 turns, so it's 2, 4, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. Gotcha. I was doing mental math there, if you're wondering. I was counting turns because rotations are important in this game, so I had to count. Okay, turn 2, turn 4, float him, turn 7. Yeah. And then we're good from there. Y'all, I am excited for both of the characters releasing on Dokkan, not only with the Carnival Broly, but Dragon Ball Legends with the supporters coming out for the first time, and Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku as well. And also, Genshin Squadron has fully released and is absolutely popping off. Let's go. Whoa. Unfortunately, I did not link I don't think I linked my Bandai account with the betas because I joined the first beta. I knew about the second beta, didn't really bother joining in, if I'm being honest. And then, of course, full game release, gotta tap in, right? Absolutely. Now, one important thing to note, though, is Gotenks will have extra viability in here, because even if he doesn't get that defense proc from super attack, he has, I don't know, how much damage reduction does he have against the Ki Blast Super? I think it's 99. I think it's only against the Ki Blast Super. With everything up, he has 99% DR. 99. That's right, 90 freaking 9. 9. Ooh. Ain't that good. Ain't that pretty good. And ain't the fusions just been going off, chat. Like, they have just done fusion after fusion after fusion with them. Honestly, not only the 9th year was a little bit of fusions, but the 10th year was a crazy amount of fusions. Just absolutely very, very equivalent, and I'd say even higher value overall of the global Dokkan campaign units, because, yo, I mean, we got the two standouts, which honestly, in my opinion, are obviously Blue Goku. But then I say Omega, because Omega's been like, wow, he is just extraordinary, right? He is absolutely extraordinary. And then below him, you just have two great units, that being Goku Black, who again finds his home on Omega's team, for sure. And then you have the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, which I just recently used in a fight to absolute success. So, of course, I'm going to put the Goku in slot 1. I think we float him off. I think we do. I think I float him. Despite myself, because of the fact that this is actually scripted, so we can see that this is going to be okay. I don't mind you eating the normal if you dodge the super, buddy. Not gonna lie. I don't hate that. I actually do not hate that. We don't. That's exactly what you love to see. Eat the normal, dodge the super. Bam! We take that every single time. But honestly, this Broly stuff with the once per daily stage, I actually really like that concept. That sounds like a really fun concept of a battle. I'm really going to enjoy the live or die event. That's going to be pretty fun. That is going to be very, very, very fun. A live or die predatory planet event. Oh my goodness. And you will be able to fight against the Golemites, the predatory creatures on the planet, and then it gets harder and harder and harder and harder as the event goes on, and then you get Dragon Stones for clearing it daily. Daily content is pretty good. That's pretty freaking good. And then, of course, we should get another stage of this red zone, actually, because, I mean, you can see it on the front of it, right? We only have fulfilled 3 of those. We see Raditz. We see Grade A Vegeta, because Raditz is stage 1. Nappa Vegeta, stage 2. We can see that with Vegeta, right? And then Kappa, of course, is this stage. Stage 4. Still Broly, which is major hints, definitely. And then Cauliflower and Kale. So that is really what we're looking at right here. 5 turns from the character's entry turn guards. Damage reduction. He has guard and damage reduction, though. I feel like we should be good. Guard plus damage reduction. Guard plus damage reduction. I mean, we should be good. I feel like we should definitely be okay to take some normals here. I don't see myself having any issues on this turn. I really do not. Gotenks, I would like to float. I'm gonna float. I'm gonna decide to float, and then of course, save! Boom! The active skills and stuff for later, just because I don't think it's very necessary to peel all out just yet. I don't think so. I really don't. I really don't think so. Okay. Not bad. Oh, we can float Vegeta. Wait, I floated Vegito, so wait. If he's floated, he's gonna go on the next rotation. I'm doing like mental math right now. Okay. Yeah, gotcha. Okay. So if I do So if I do here, for him be floated, and then obviously we can use the Goku Black active skill right here. We could definitely save it, but I feel like we need to evacuate this turn. Yeah, I feel like we need to probably evacuate this turn as quickly as possible. I feel like that can be said. I feel like that is definitely true. We should probably evacuate this turn. And then, I'm We could just go ahead and launch this. For sure. Ah! Fusions are gonna do enough damage. I think closing this phase, because I believe we've been in here for 3 turns. I don't want to be in here for a 4th. I don't want to know how much I take on a normal. I do not. I would really rather not see that. Oh my gosh. Okay, just like deal crazy amounts of damage. Like that is the good thing with these active skills. They hit. They do hit. They do hit. And they're starting from a dodge it. Thank you. Woo! There we go. Attaboy. 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 Let's go. Let's freaking go. Now that I'm on this phase, the final phase, I can go ahead and pop transformations. I won't be using the active skill this turn. I don't think so. I think I can wait. But I'm most definitely not leaving him in base. And I'm not trying to have him have dodge like that. No, I'm fusing. I'm gonna go ahead and fuse. And then go ahead and do that. And we have scouters right here though, so we can go ahead and see what is going on as well. He should have attack per attack received, so it's going to be something where I would want to have it so where damage reduction and all that kind of stuff are changes all key spears to tech for 1 turn. Yeah, I wouldn't want that to interfere. So we could have like 70% damage reduction. I think we should be fine, right? Let me quick math this. 2 Oh yeah. We should be fine here. We should be fine here. Reason I'm not gonna. I could do Goku there, but I feel like if I can do this, I will, for sure, right? I feel like I can do it, and then. I can get this in right here as well, which will be a lot of dodge. So we'll be good. We'll absolutely be good here, right? I think so. We got the extra defense. He shouldn't do that much damage at face right now. I mean, I feel like I would want to save my active skills. I would want to save my active skills for later, right? I feel like that is going to help me out quite a bit. It is. It really is going to. I believe this guy has 90% chance to dodge at the end. I believe in my heart of hearts that says 90% chance to dodge. Let me check real quick though. I think that's 90% because he has high chance to dodge plus 50 plus 8 times 5. Yeah, it's 90. That's 90. That is 90. That is a 90% chance to dodge, so that's pretty decent. He has a base high chance to dodge, and then he gets more chance to dodge if a key spear you obtain. So of course, if you have, let's say, 4 key spears, that's still a 70% chance to dodge, right? That's still not bad. That's really not bad. And then like 7 is just 85% chance to dodge, and then 8, 90% dodge. Pretty good, I must say. And of course, he has very, very, very good attack stats after transforming into Gogeta, after exchanging into Gogeta. There we go. That was the animation was a little too close for my comfort, in my opinion. It really was. It really was. This turn is going to be scary, though. I feel like that is very obvious. I feel like this turn is obviously going to be very scary. It is. That is undeniable. I think a rotation like this, though, would work best. I feel like that is going to be the case, and I feel like I'm going to have to trust Gotenks a lot more than I would like to. I feel like that's going to be the case. You have to dodge this boat, buddy. You have to dodge it. Thank you so much. Gotenks does have a higher damage reduction rate, though, against his super attacks. He does. He has a higher damage reduction rate, which is going to be important for this fight. Absolutely. It absolutely will be. The fact that he's raising his attack with every attack received, though, is pretty bad for me, but we should be able to get things smooth rolling here with all the damage we should be able to do. However, I don't know if, the Vegito side would be able to survive. Okay, he is on max attack stats, so that's going to be something to worry about. It is going to be something to worry about, but Gotenks should be able to survive. I believe so. He does get a temporary defense boost when receiving the attacks. He does get a temporary boost to defense. He doesn't have that much not defense, though. He should be able to take it. He should be able to tank it. He took it, though. He definitely did tank it, though. He did tank it. He was a trooper for me. He really held out. He really did hold out for me, which, I mean, I do respect that. I definitely do respect the holding out for me like that, though. I do. I really do. I really do respect that, for real. Do we transform into Vegito, though? I think so. I'd say yeah. I'd say we go ahead and fuse into Vegito, and then get, obviously, the full HP. We, of course, do this active skill, because this active skill is going to do a lot of damage. And then, oh my gosh, wow, that actually did a lot more damage than I thought it would. And then, of course, we place him slot 1 before anything else with how much damage reduction? A lot. Well, I could do that in a second after I pop the glorious King Vegito's active skill, which is going to do a lot of damage. So, the question is, do I pop this active skill or no? Damage reduction rate 60%. Let's see how much damage it does first, and then we'll really make my choice of, okay, I want to keep this popped, or not really, it ain't worth it. $22 million defense. 2 million defense, plus guard, plus 60% damage reduction. It's not too bad. And 1 million HP. You know what? I'd say so. I'd say flip it. I'd say flip it. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's see if my glorious king can eat the super attack. He would have, normal context, he would have died. But, I mean, he ate it. I mean, he ate it. It wasn't pretty. No, for sure it wasn't pretty. He ate it though. He ate the super attack though. Now he has post super. Now that he has post super, he's gonna have a lot more defense. He's gonna have a lot of defense post super. This guy can get a lot of additionals too. So I'm really happy with these two LRs. Oh my gosh, they are crazy. I'm waiting for my figurines of those LRs too. I'm so glad that they started that again. Oh my gosh, like these LRs look really good. I cannot wait to get them in figure form. Cannot wait. But that is the end of the red zone. Whew, shoot. 10% HP. I mean, he took it. Shoot, if some of these characters weren't high level or on their hidden potential, I would have died. Shoot, if I wasn't on full HP, I would have died. Oh, full healing isn't that valuable. Full healing isn't that... No. Full healing is very valuable. As you saw, full heal goes hard. Full heal is a crazy ability. And these fusions are crazy. So let's go ahead and clear that mission and get that mission to beat it with 6. Gifted Warrior. So I beat that. And of course, I am still actively struggling on this. This is just straight up unfair. I don't know what they were thinking when they designed that event. And of course, I actually was a little hard on this event. I'm not gonna lie. Now going through it, yes, it's frustrating, but it's one of those events where it's you don't want it to not be in the game. I'm glad that this is a thing. I'm glad that we have finally an 80-turn event. Finally. That's good. That's a good thing. That's not a bad thing. I think that's a good thing. I lost on floor like, what was it, 41 or 42? I got a pretty decent attempt. I was surprised. I should have lost like halfway through because I was like banking on a hidden potential additional super, and I actually proc the additional super. So I was like, oh my gosh, let's go. I lost on the... No. I remember. I lost on the Dragon Fist phase. I lost on phase 43 out of 50. I'd say that was a pretty good attempt for someone who hasn't played festival battles often. You know, I'd say that's a pretty decent attempt. And of course, you have a 15 stone mission to clear it with STR of physical super types. And of course, I think the next mission that they're going to add into this is probably going to involve some extreme typing. That's probably what's going to happen here with Festival of Battles. Let me, if I can peep it. Oh, yeah, okay. I can foresight this. It says, clear the event with at least 1 extreme AGL, 1 extreme tech, and 1 extreme int. That's actually going to be tough. It's not like, oh, int... Well, okay, I mean, I guess I can just bring Vegeta and Trunks. Okay, that's just fine. Physical. Him. Okay, sure. And then super strength. Oh, okay, sure. Like, the mission is not... It's basically just clear with a good team. Oh my gosh, you can use villain teams now. Yeah, but what is the most optimal for this fight? This. All stackers, right? I think that's going to be optimal. And what I've actually learned about this guy, he is only threatened, I believe, in the... He is so good, right? He's only dodge or die in, like, what, the last, like, 5 or 4 phases? He's actually dodge or die? Other than that, he just eats the supers, right? He is just able to eat these super attacks. I don't know how you're supposed to eat these super attacks at the end, though. I don't know what they're thinking. You can eat the normals. 7 million normals is not bad, because you're actually building up to 5, 6, 7 million normals, for sure. You are. Oh, yeah, you're building that as a raw defense, for sure. You can. It's just, I don't know how you're supposed to eat the supers, though. It's like, how are you supposed to do that? What? I mean, I know Super Gogeta and Super Vegeta, you, like, transform, yeah, but, like, the other ones, it's like, how? What? That's where I'm lost. I'm like, what? How are you supposed to even do that? But, with that being said, this has been another Vegito W. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. I will definitely try. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. Listen, I am really trying to beat the Supreme Magnificent Battle, but the missions, they're just so gimmicky, right? They are so weird. Like, Gohan, Goten, Trunks, the LR, it's not even helping me much in the missions, right? I feel like that is a little bit of a stinky that the new LR I've only used in like one piece of content and actually be super, super, super useful. I'd say Union Master Stage 4. That's it. The one with 5 Hybrid Saiyans as the requirement. That's the only battle I've ever been like, oh yeah, I thank gosh I pulled this LR, right? Other than that, no, not really. That's why I'd say he's strong, but ultimately not that crazy of a release, just because of the fact that, like, yo, I would rather run something else. I would. It's not necessary for any mission. Definitely gets tore to pieces like, you know, every single other unit in the game in these fights because, you know, are they particularly balanced? No, I actually think these are the first fights stages 3, 4, and 5. Not 5. 5 is tough, don't get me wrong. It's not unbalanced. It's not unbalanced in the same way. 3 is unbalanced. I'd say 3 is overtuned, unbalanced. 4 is very annoying. 5 is actually a normal fight, but also scripted in a sense, so it's hard that way. I don't like that at all. That is definitely something you have to watch out for. I mean, look. Bond parent child. Oh no. Guaranteed disables dodge. This guy disables dodge. Attack starting from the 4th turn increased. Yeah, starting from the 4th turn. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. It's gonna be hard. Sure. When you can just easily just dodge with this guy, cancel the dodge canceling, and then just absolutely whoop the event. Yeah, no. Yeah. Alright. Well, with that being said, I have that to work on, but I got everything else done over here for sure. Challenge Limits Festival Battles. I don't hate the event. I was a little bit hard on it for sure, but I still definitely think this was a absolutely difficult event for sure. It is. You love to see it, but dang, my goodness. Right? And then, of course, we have these fights, which might just have to be item fights. No lie. Stage 3, Stage 4, I don't know what you're supposed to do. I don't think that was tested, to be honest. Stage 5 definitely is fair. It's fair. It's hard, but I can see a future in which I win. I don't even know how you're supposed to win this fight. I really don't. Dokkan's getting to the point. I feel like this is true, and stop me if I'm wrong here. Please do. Dokkan is balancing the events around using items, I feel like. I feel like that's what they're doing. I have a strong feeling that is the case. Either that, or they're just pushing the power creep so hard ahead that it just feels like it. Alright, I'm off. Let me know what y'all think down below. And I will get on out of here also. Yay! Gexen Squadron out! Out! I have noticed, though, it's definitely been a lot harder to experience. I get killed a lot, actually. I am very bad at the game, though. I love the game, don't get me wrong, but I can definitely see that let's just say it feels like it's been a while, because I drop back in and then now, you have to like wait to launch an attack at the destroyers. I'm getting so used to that, and then skill leveling is now a thing that you really have to focus on, and order in which you unlock skills. And then I actually like how they're doing it now, though, with the bosses. The bosses aren't just like no, the Great Ape. Yeah, the Great Ape isn't a thing anymore. Where it's just you kill the Great Ape, you like win the game. No, the bosses just give you a slight advantage, right? I feel like I like that more than just Great Ape, you win. That actually reduced strategy a lot. It was so bad. That was so bad. That was really bad. But yeah, I got the pre-order bonuses and I played Miniku and I was like, I'm not good enough to play Miniku. I'm just gonna be straight up. He sounds fun, he does. I just suck at the game to where I'm like, I just need to play basic boy Super Saiyan Goku because I suck. I'm like, I'm not good at the game. I'm not good. I can't even rush. I can't even go on the offensive. I'm just the defense guy and killing NPCs guy, right? I'm not even good enough to win in combat. Oh my gosh. Such a learning curve, chat. Such a learning curve, y'all. But, oh God, I'm here! Hopefully y'all enjoyed! And until next time, where hopefully I can go ahead and get some summons in on the Broly banner, which should not only return Hail and Khalifa, which that's going to be very exciting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Definitely, I could have gone a little bit more on this, but I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna, because I just really want to save up more for what I actually want. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's like if you don't need the unit, if you don't need the card, then just like let it come to you. Like if you don't want it aesthetically, or if it's not gonna help you out, then just let it come to you. I mean, hey, Golden Frieza and Broly showed up in that last run, though. They did. Gogeta, Golden Frieza right here. And then Broly is going to be introduced. Yeah, let's go. Okay, anyways, I'm going to get on out of here. Hopefully you all enjoyed. And until next time, bye.